I am Dr. M. I'm that person there and that person there. I don't need to talk about who I am because I have had a beautiful introduction. Let's get on it. Full transparency, like a good tag talk. I am a breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with breast cancer on September 16th, year 2014. I am 9 years now in remission. Thank you. I am super happy about that. And the fact that time became more than time, I developed an urgency for time. And why is that? When I was diagnosed, you go through a time, a stage, that you don't know necessarily what's going to be your faith. And that period of time lasted good 2 months before I knew what was going to happen to me. And in that period of time, I started reflecting, what is time? How much time do I have left? And if I didn't have time, what would I do? And basically, I realized that as a breast cancer survivor and a success digital marketing entrepreneur and coach, I have witnessed firsthand the extraordinary potential that lies within each of us. Today, I'm here to share with you the secrets how to harness that potential, infuse it in unwavering passion, and transform it into not only personal fulfillment, but also remarkable profits. It's about time, it's about passion, and it's about turning that passion into profits. I'm talking about time. What is time? Well, I will tell you that time is a very interesting concept because it can be objective or it can be subjective. Perhaps for you that you're having fun, you are enjoying time, time goes by quickly. But perhaps for you that are struggling with time, time moves too slow. Therefore, time can be different for each and all of us. I look for the definition of time because obviously I need to know everything I can about time. And I found that time is the continuous sequence of existence and events that occur in an apparently irreversible succession from the past to the present and the future. We can't stop time. Time keeps moving. I asked ChatGPT, can you please give me a definition of time for a 12-year-old? Something more simpler. This is the definition that I got. Time is the way we measure how long things take or when they happen. We use clocks, watches, to measure time, which it can be break down into smaller units: seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, years. You get the concept. The question is, what happens during that time? As we move along time, what happens? There are going to be certain things, criteria, if you want to name it that way, that will occur perhaps on a yearly basis, like birthdays, holidays, Every year we celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving. Seasons. We have 4 seasons to help us understand the passage of time. Historical events, natural phenomena, like hurricanes that change our life, the pandemic. But the most important thing out of all these elements you see here that we can measure time, we want to concentrate on our life milestones because those are unique to us. And sometimes we remember more all of the above except our lifetime milestones, our graduations, the weddings, the things we live on a daily basis. Let me. Time is always moving forward. People say, can we buy time? What do you think? Can we buy time? No? Then why people say, I'm buying time? Right? In reality, we can't buy time. A day has 24 hours for you or for me. And it doesn't matter how wonderful I am in time management. The reality is that I cannot save minutes today and roll over them for tomorrow. We all have the same amount of time. The people that say, oh, I'm buying time, in reality, it's just a perception of a temporary advantage. For example, you coordinated an appointment with someone, you're expecting that person, that someone, to honor their time. But as I keep showing and progressing, these are the words of famous John C. Maxwell, the #1 leadership guru in the world, has written over 100 books. John Maxwell says, time cannot be managed. It cannot be controlled in any way. Everyone gets the same number of hours and minutes every day. Nobody, no matter how shrewd, can save time from one day to spend on another. It's not Dr. M saying it. It's a lot of people saying it. However, I once had a mentor. I don't know how many can recognize this man in this picture. His name is Jay Shetty. He is a coach, a social media influencer, an author, an ex-monk. And Jay Shetty was one of my mentors, and he taught me something very important. He said, people are struggling with time all the time. If you think about time as a currency, you are going to be able to make the best out of time. Everyone, he says, you should find what is your right pace. And what is the right pace? Everyone has different levels of energy. Don't try to be the energy of somebody else. Let me repeat that. Don't try to be the energy of somebody else. How many times we waste time just comparing ourselves and trying to be like the rest of the people? Take your time, walk at your pace, breathe at your own pace. Those are words of Jay Shetty. Going back to the main concept, we can go back in time. Therefore, what I am saying, we have to live life intentionally. And what do I mean by that? We need time to learn. We need time to love. We need time to process. We need time to teach. Think about time and think about the things that you really want to incorporate in your life that will add to your happiness. Is it my time? Society lives with an obsession of telling people when is the right time. If you're 30 and you are not engaged, ooh, you're getting late. And if you're 40 and you haven't had your first baby, ooh, you're late. But what happens if you're 25 and you just earned your doctorate degree? Woo! You're ahead of time. People are telling us all the time when is the right time. Well, it's up to us to decide when is our time. Remember, we all have different energy, and time is energy. When would you like to have the best time? When would you like to meet with me at my best time during the morning, where I am fully awake and productive? Or would you rather have an hour with me at the end of the day? It depends. But I'm sure that you want my full energy right there. It's in the morning. My question to you is, are you living intentionally at your own pace with your own energy? Are you living intentionally? That's what, in my world, expresses when you're on time or not. Living intentionally. I've been talking about living intentionally. It's about understanding when it's the right time for you. Invest in you. How many of you are investing in you? A lot of people, wonderful, thank you so much. Of course, you're here, so you are an example. But many people don't. Work for yourself. If that's your goal, please, entrepreneurs in the room, public speakers, boost your business. Do what you love. Love what you do. If you wake up every day and you work super hard on something you don't love, that's called stress. But if you wake up every day and you work up very hard, that's called passion. And there is a difference. I want you to live with passion. Live while you are alive. Don't wait until, like many people say, oh, when I retire, I am going to travel around the world. You don't know if you're going to live up, after you get retired. You may actually, God forbid, pass away a day before retirement. You didn't live. Live now. Live for today. Are you ready to live with passion? Turn your passion into revenue, time after time. It is doable. If you want to join my community and learn more about myself, please go ahead and scan the QR code. I would love to get the opportunity to chat with each and every one of you. This is my presentation on how to live life intentionally, and it's about living for today. Thank you so much.